Hi everyone, I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Thank you for joining me. Here's an update what's going on with Yellowstone. For some reason, USGS stopped recording different activity that was going on there since the 3rd. Now on the 3rd, Steamboat Geyser erupted. Normally they track what's going on at Steamboat at the Norris Museum. And it's been 3 days, 9 hours since the last eruption. Before that was 7 days and 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, etc. Here we have the thumbnails for the Norris Museum. Notice here on the 3rd, yeah, it stopped recording, and I'll click on the 4th. Looked like they were trying to get it to work, I don't know. But with all the money that they've got this last year for improvements, you'd think the monitoring would be a lot better. Unless, of course, it's deliberate. So I went to the University of Utah, their monitors there, and this is what they show. Yeah, a blank screen. If you look at the thumbnails, there is a recent earthquake. Here we have Holmes Hill, and we'll come down. USGS is saying that that earthquake was a magnitude 3.8, occurred in Stanley, Idaho. Well, actually, that's Chalice, Idaho. They seem to be changing the name of where these earthquakes are occurring. I think because people know that Chalice, Idaho is associated with the Yellowstone SuperCaldera. Using Google Earth, here's the location of that earthquake. And Chalice is off on the right over here. This is the Sawtooth Mountain Range, where all these earthquakes have been occurring. 8 people reported feeling this earthquake. 4 of the reports came from Boise, Idaho. There's the location. And we got one there. And another one there. One there. Surprisingly, they have a moment tensor ball. Look where the pressure came in from. Yeah. Off towards the east, towards Yellowstone. Now they're saying that tension was applied going up. But we can see here how the fault line moved southwest. And we got a dipping. It went down. This is the direction, too, of the initial first wave of the earthquake, the P wave. There was also a magnitude 3.0. That was today, the 5th of June. Yesterday on the 4th, they had a magnitude 3.3. No moment tensor ball, but 4 people did report feeling that earthquake. There was also a magnitude 3.6. 2 people reported feeling that earthquake, and they do have a moment tensor ball. One near the location of the earthquake, and the other one in Cadwell. And that earthquake was on the 3rd. Let's see here. Let me bring it out to the other ones. Where's the one I just posted? That was right there, the 3.8 that occurred today. Now this time they're showing, which I have my doubts, the pressure, the first wave of the earthquake came from the northwest. We got the fault line, which dipped slightly towards the southeast. Yeah, tension was applied going south. Yeah, I really have my doubts if this is accurate. Maybe it is. But it had a depth of 6 kilometers. One of the monitors had it as high as 3.70. I don't know if that's Bozeman. And we also got Brand 3.96. Another one 3.74. Another one 4.31. 4.01. Yeah, why did they downgrade it so much? Well, we know why. 4.04. 4.27. Iron. I wonder if that's like Iron Mountain. 4.00. Yeah, they definitely downgraded this. 4.16. 4.25. Yeah. Yeah. 3.87, 4.79. OMAC, that one there. What else we got? farther away the monitor would be, the smaller the earthquake would show. 4.01, 4.25. Now that's Yellowstone, Madison River. 4.25. That's at Yellowstone. There's its signature as it came in. At Norris Junction, we got Lake Butte at Yellowstone Lake. And let me pull this down because the monitor moved. See that? It jumped. Now on the 4th, afterwards, at 1:35, we got another one. Here we got Norris Junction up here. Yellowstone Lake up here, or in the middle. And then, actually this is Lake Butte. And then Yellowstone Lake. They're at the bottom. But that earthquake, they are not reporting. Now remember, on the 3rd, the monitors went down. Not all of them, but some of them. Here we have Panther, which is up by the Vault, Mammoth Hot Springs, up by the Montana border. Notice it went down. We got the 3rd, 4th, and today's the 5th. Top is north, bottom is east, supposed to show the last 7 days. And they're tracking the magma that's under the ground, which direction it's flowing under the ground. They're also watching which direction that the ground is uplifting. But the magma is flowing in an easterly direction there close to the Mammoth Vault. But the ground is rising in the west. This is the last 7 days. And then the last 30 days. And it shows us the uplift that's going on. The monitor for Grant. Remember, 2 years ago, there was an earthquake swarm at Grant. The monitor went down. I had to get information from another monitor that they put in. And I believe there was a weakening there by the lake where the magma was trying to intrude. Top is north. Lots of dots. Remember, lots of dots means lots of shaking. Bottom is east. Last 7 days and the monitor stopped working. Look at that. So, Y is east. X is north. This is what they're monitoring for the flow. Uplift of the ground, if you look at it, is in the east. But the magma is moving in a northerly direction, it looks like. If I'm reading it right. And then the last 30 days. Okay, so it's different here on the disk. Y is east, X is north. All the earthquakes, each dot is an earthquake that caused the volcano, the ground, to either rise or subside, to drop. The monitor for Yellowstone Lake. Look how it's climbing in the north. And the east. Look at that. Yeah, it took a breath there. Last 7 days. And look at the direction. Yeah. So the magma all of a sudden decided it's going to move north. But the ground is rising in the east. And let's go down to the last 30 days. Top is north, bottom is east. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it there that it's rising all of a sudden. Unless you go here. Yeah, that's a sudden jump. Last 30 days. I wanted to take a quick peek here at the eastern entrance for Yellowstone. Yeah, look at the activity that was showing and what it's showing now. And this here is Hawk's Rest. Someone mentioned all the activity that goes on at Hawk's Rest. It's at an area where the water drains out going south. I was told many years ago that there is a fault line there. Yeah, look at the activity now. That allows the water to drain. And under the ground is kind of like, the best way to describe it is like steam eruptions that occurs there because of the crack allowing the water to seep into the ground more. So I thought I'd check the weekly temperature gauge. This one here is for Tantalus Creek. Yeah, some great coverage with all that money they received. That one was on the USGS website. Here's another USGS website. You can see the spike that it took. Yeah, That's today. Just to be fair, Firehole River at Old Faithful. Look at the spikes that it's been doing. It should not be doing that. Firehole River near West Yellowstone. Now this here is the borehole for Norris Junction, borehole 205. I noticed this when I did my last Yellowstone video, and I forgot to mention it. And one of my friends sent me an email showing the same thing. And I said, yeah, I noticed it, but I forgot to mention it. So I got to give them a shout out for the reminder. Yeah, temperature. So here's the tilt for Norris Junction, the borehole. For the last 7 days, you can see it was shut down between the 3rd and the 4th. Top is north, bottom is east. Last 7 days. Yeah, the trend of the magma under the ground. I guess if X is north and Y is east, would this be south? Yeah, and yeah, what's this new numbers that they got here? Yeah, that's rated at 2 microradians. Yeah, but I don't understand why all of a sudden they're putting this on here when they haven't done this before. And then the last 30 days. Yeah. Madison River, where the earthquake swarm was occurring. Again, it was shut down. And look how it was taking a breath during that time. Look how it dropped at the Madison River area. Now remember, when Yellowstone had its last major eruption, now there's been 40 smaller eruptions since its last major eruption, but it started in the Norris Junction, Madison area, where it unzipped in a counterclockwise position. This is where, yeah, it occurred. Yeah, look at the drop right there. This is the last 7 days. X is north, Y is east, but the ground is rising. If you look at the ground, it's rising in the north. And then the last 30 days. The monitor for Yellowstone Lake. I don't think I showed you this. Again, it was shut down. We got uplift that was going on, and look at the activity that occurred between the 3rd and the 4th before they shut it down. Look at this. Yeah, I think I did show this to you. And then the last 30 days. Now, the other borehole for Norris Junction wasn't shut down. Borehole 950. It goes all the way up until today. Top is north, bottom is east. Yeah, this is showing a completely, yeah, look how thick that's getting. How the earthquakes are spreading out. We got one there, and then, yeah, again, they got that measured there. And then the last 30 days. Yeah. You know, they got millions of dollars, and they really need to invest it into monitoring the park better, along with all the other volcanoes that they're not monitoring. They need to have the camera where it's actually working for a change. They're currently waiting, it looks like, for Old Faithful to go off. Yeah, very poor management of their funds. So here we have the monitor for Yellowstone Lake. We got one marked in red here that, of course, they're not reporting. That occurred at 11:52 Universal Time. We'll look at the signature. And I don't see anything else in red, but yeah, we got lots of stuff going on today. You know, harmonic tremors or volcanic tremors. That's when you got magma on the move, which we know anyways by the tilt. We've got another earthquake there. Let me pull this up for you. And we got a little dinky one there. And we close this because there was another one. We got another one there. Now, because it's got a P wave on it, I would say this occurred there in Chalice, Idaho. And then yesterday, this is what it was showing. We got one in red there. Do I have the right line? I don't know. Yeah, see the screw wave? Alright. And we got another one in red there. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's a wow moment. At 2026. Not being reported. Sudden popping of the ground. More likely the magma found a weak spot that it decided to come up. Could it have been Grant, which is there at Yellowstone Lake? We can see the line of melt that was occurring prior to that. Let's look at the signature. Oh, wrong button. Right there. Okay. Yeah, according to this, now if you look at the signature, see how it's pointing down, which means it came south of the site of the Yellowstone Lake monitor. And Grant is south of this monitor. Yeah, that is very significant. And then the line of melt. How long did that line continue? Let me go over here. Let me go up over here. What was occurring before, but alright, so let's go up some more. This is all yesterday. Yeah, the blobs of magma. Look at the coloring. Yeah. Nothing to see. Everything is a-okay. 2020. What else is going to happen this year? We got pandemic. We got plagues. What is it? Killer bees. Yeah, monster bees. What was that? Yeah. Riots, demonstrations, pandemic. Yeah. Let me close that again. Alright, here we have the monitor for North Junction. 1837. Let's look at the signature. Yep. Harmonic tremors. That was the 3.8 that happened near Stanley or Chalice, Idaho. A depth of 12 kilometers. So that would be about 7.4 miles below sea level. And that's the one where 8 people reported feeling the earthquake. Remember, too, that one they said was probably a magnitude 4 as it came in at the Madison River area. And what else we got here? Got a small, well, we got some small stuff there. Yeah, blobs of magma coming into the system. More there, a little earthquake there. That one's a little bit bigger. Did they report that one? 11:52. No, they did not. In fact, they're not mentioning anything today for the Yellowstone area. And what else we got? Will come up. Okay, that one was yesterday. 1901. It's got a P wave on it. Not being reported. I would say it was probably Chalice, Idaho, or Stanley, Idaho with the P wave. But it's not on here. And it's marked in red, so they know it happened. The computer marks it in red, so it brings it to the attention of the geologist. 1933. 2206. Yeah, there is so many of them. They do not report. All right, Lake Butte. And remember, what was it, 2300 sometime in there? Was when that earthquake occurred. I really don't see exactly when it came in here. But there was lots of magma coming into the system there. And look, we got a blank spot here. Look at that. If Yellowstone starts having times where the noise is so loud that it can't record, yeah, for some length of time, yeah, you better wake up and take notice. This is also significant. This was 2259. There's something right there. 2318. I have to go back and say exactly what time that earthquake occurred. because we have continuous activity to find it here. Alright, 2212, we got a screw wave. $23.19, 23.21. I should have wrote it down. And I closed out the page. Okay, 23.25. Was that it? Very possibly. $23.26. But anyways, you get to see all the activity that was going on. Somewhere along. Yeah, I'll have to go back and review my own video. Oops, yeah, I'm way off. Anyways. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's another one that's fairly significant. 9/14, that is today. And of course we know they're not reporting. Oh, maybe that's it. Alright, 9/14 came from the south. Was that it? Or another event? Yeah, look at the magma that came up. And again, this monitor is Lake Butte. They're at Yellowstone Lake, which is off over here in this location. This is Little West Thumb. And up north would be one of the two resurgent domes. We got the Sour Creek resurgent dome and then the Mallard Lake resurgent dome that they show on the live webcam. See, and that's marked in red. And then we got another one marked in red right there. 1749, that is today. Yeah, not good. Yep. A lot of people just might have their wish in their lifetime to see another eruption happen. We got hot gases that came up prior to that and hot water. And afterwards, yeah. And then this one came from the north of this location, whereas this one came from the south. Yeah. You guys that follow me, yeah, you would recognize that this is significant. And we got the blobs of magma that came in. Yeah, their actual scientific term. Blobs of magma. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing some research today for the green fault zone up there by Lake Superior and Lake Michigan, and there's an area called Porcupine Volcano field. But there's an area up there which they actually named it Unknown Zone. I forget how they put it, but it was called Unknown Geological Anomalies. Yeah, unknown. And now they've given it a name. And but anyways, that was what I was working on. Yeah, we got another one there. Look at that. Another anomaly going on at Yellowstone. And that came from the north. Yep. 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 Let me pull it down. Let's see what this one did. Look at that. Yeah, definite screw wave. Magma coming in. There's another one. Yeah, we got some things going on at Yellowstone Lake. Remember, there's that giant crack at the bottom of the lake, too, with the spreading. So that's all I have for you right now. If any thoughts or comments or questions, yeah, well, keep watching it. Even though I don't do reports every day, I am watching it every day. Thank you very much for your support. I recently got some support from you guys. And I really appreciate it. God bless you guys. I'm also on Patreon. if you want to support me there. Yeah, thank you. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.